Happy Thanksgiving 2022 and welcome to my new racing channel. I'm going to be giving a perspective from one of the older guys watching NASCAR. I hope you all follow along and let's get started. Let's talk a little bit about the Ross Chastain wall maneuver. God, it was absolutely awesome to see him driving around that track and just letting it go. It completely confused me during the race too because I was like, how did he end up back up next to Denny Hamlin? Couldn't figure that out for a bit. But NASCAR now has a problem where they're worried about all the drivers that are going to do it. And it is a problem. The drivers have flat out told you they might attempt it. If things are on the line enough for them to do it, they will risk it. But everybody that was anticipating it happening at Phoenix just doesn't understand the mechanics of cars and gas and pressure of the walls, of all that stuff. It was never going to happen at Phoenix. I guess the only place it really can happen is going to be like Martinsville or Bristol. Anything with a really tight radius that's really tight to the actual groove of the track. Anyway, let's look at another time it's going to happen. And here is my diagram of Martinsville Speedway. And we all know that NASCAR has a hard-on for throwing green-white checkers. And that is when the next time this is going to come up. So these guys are all going to they're coming to the green-white checker, and they go around. It's never going to be first place. It's never going to be second place. It probably is not going to be third place. But when you get out here to fourth place and sixth place, these two are the cars most likely to jump out, ride the wall all the way around to try and beat whatever the front 2-3 are doing. That is where all the competition, the wall riding is going to happen. Fourth place, sixth place. My guess, sixth place even. So finally we come to the point of how is NASCAR going to stop it? Nobody should ever want NASCAR to make any more rules. The rule book is already too big. So you should never want NASCAR to make rules. So how is NASCAR going to stop it? Well, NASCAR already has the power to stop it. The same way they are so willing to throw a caution flag at the end of the race so they get their precious green-white checkered finish, which is super stupid, dumb, insane rule anyway, but they're so willing to throw that caution flag, but then in those final two laps, they're so unwilling to throw the caution flag. Throw the caution flag. You see a car driving into the wall, that constitutes a wreck. And you throw it right away so all the positions are locked. They won't gain any positions that they're trying to make up for driving around the wall. It's going to really suck for whoever that first person is that thinks they're gaining all these spots, but the caution flag's out and they don't get them. It's going to really suck for that person, but it's going to set the precedent so that all drivers know it. In fact, they should just tell them in the driver's meeting, hey guys, on the last lap, if we see anybody go into the wall, we are going to throw a caution flag. It is not going to make up the spots you think it will. And once drivers hear that, they might just understand that they're not going to make it up. But NASCAR has to be willing to throw the caution. I mean, you see at the restrictor plate tracks, they do everything they can to not throw a caution on the last lap. It could have cost Clint Bowyer his life at the time he flipped over at Daytona. They're quite lucky on that one. But that's all NASCAR has to do. Just throw the caution. The whole maneuver becomes mute point, and it's over, and all driver safety. Remember, Chastain himself even told you, it rattled my brain. And then somebody did an analysis of the actual wreck, and that first hit he did into the wall went to 5 Gs. You understand what that means? 5 times the rate of gravity is what he felt inside that car upon that first smack into the wall driving around it. That is an intense feeling. On a roller coaster, you might get 2 Gs. And if you ever done like the Superman ride at King's Dominion, it made me see tunnel vision by the time I would get to the bottom of that long hill. So Ross hitting 5 Gs and even stating that his brain got rattled. Yeah, this maneuver needs to be stopped. I mean, it was totally awesome when he did it, but I don't want to see this at the end of every race. It's a once in a lifetime maneuver, and it's Chastain's, and it should be done. Believe it. Get it out of there. People have to be knowing they can't pull the maneuver. Once they know they can't pull it, you know, I tell you, if we get to a decade and nobody's tried it again, and then somebody else is in a circumstance where they need to, you know what, it might be worth it to see something like that again. But as of right here, right now, with drivers already telling us they are willing to do it, I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. It does put drivers' health and safety at risk, so I don't want to see it. NASCAR claims they want to keep all their drivers safe. Then do it. Real easy, real simple. Do it. Throw the caution. If anybody would like to see the Chastain wall ride earlier, let me know why down in the comments. For now, thanks for watching. Give me a like, subscribe, and we'll see you next video.